It's Feedback Gaming. Welcome back to my hopefully final series of the Ottoman Super Min-Maxing Super Video Arena. Great. So let's just grab a few of these air wings and send them over to the other side because I'm really nervous of this side breaking. The middle of the air zone is actually this state here. Oh, you can't actually see it. I'm the wrong map now. This one. It doesn't have an airbase, so what we'll do is send them to Sofia. Here and here. Go here. Actually, these guys are repairing, aren't they? Yeah, they're repairing. We got here. I'm really nervous of these troops trying to escape by this one little port here. So what I'm going to do is make doubly sure you guys all intercept them here and keep them pinned in place. It's a bit of a two-thing going on here because I need to hold this front here and I also need to try and use my navy to shore bombard, but it's difficult because they've got an existing navy. And their navy size isn't too bad either, so I need to just be on my toes about it. A few more divisions to move up to the front here. We are going to train another 10 divisions. We need extensive conscription here because every little manpower part that helps, so we need to save 100 political power. It's going to be a bit of a nuisance, but it will need to be done for now. Good. Alright, I think what we're going to do with our excess, we are going to try and hold certain areas. I'm trying to look for the areas that are most vulnerable here. There's a lot of planes in the front. I realize I'm producing too many of these, and I probably should be adding on a tank at this point. We don't add tanks on now, we're not going to be using them anyway, so I might as well use them before the end of the game, that's for certain. We're not making much guns. I think definitely guns is something that we're going to need lots of. Let's do that, and let's do that. Yeah, guns are going to be really important because we are going to use those to make extra divisions. One thing we are lacking at the moment is our infantry template is really small, and that's not really helping us in the long run to control the enemy. Okay, I think everything else is going pretty swimmingly, so I think I control this area. We are going to go for more air crews. We are going to try and hold them in place. Have we got any spare air wings we can use? Yeah, we can. We'll use them, and we will give them... Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Give them the ace. Perfect. Alright, I'm happy with this now. I think I feel, at the moment, quite good. No really cheeky things we can do here to try and eliminate these Austrians in the north. If you want to know what we're up against right now, that's it. 381 divisions. They also have decent war support, and when they become the United States of Central America, Greater Austria, they got all cores and all of this, so it means that they get an attack and defense penalties when attacking, so into their cores. So that's a bit of a problem. Right now, they are pretty much the strongest they're ever going to be, and they also have the puppet of Italy too. So if we do try and make a cut across here, it's going to be very difficult to hold land because we have to squeeze into Italy too. If we do manage to snipe and cut these two bits off, though, I think we're going to be in good position to take out Italy, as well as sever the Alps with Austria. That's the plan anyway. The short-term goals are going to be build forts, hold the eastern front, and then try and move over. I am going to build more forts, though. I think the areas that definitely need forts are these three here in the center. Feeling really the most nervous about those in the center. Prepare you and you and you. Good. I just want to hold this for the time being. I'm really nervous about losing potentially divisions here. What we'll do is I want to merge my navy up into a super stack. And then we are going to go on search and destroy here. You know, actually, I think I'm going to do convoy raiding. And when we do intercept the enemy here, we are going to send our bombers in. For the time being, I'll put them on naval strike just to get prepared for when we do launch the attack. Not today, but it will happen. We're intercepting them immediately. It does look like we have a larger fleet than them, but they've got a lot of capital ships. And ideally, I don't really want to lose any of my capital ships. I want to preserve them for as long as possible. It looks like this area is breaking now. And I think we've got it. Make sure no one moves up. You're not going to move, are you? Like Japan's declared war on Mongolia. Japan has had enough. Go here. And then here and here. Yeah, perfect. We got tanks now. Are they piercing the tanks? No, good. We've got a bit of a naval battle happening, so I'm just going to move the Air Force over. We're going to let them join the battle. Yeah, they do join the battle. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? Are these submarines ramming each other? Poland is joining the Central Alliance. Interesting. I think now the Navy's arrived, it actually broke that up. So what we're not going to do is select a focus now. I'm keeping a close eye on these troops here. I'm very nervous I'm going to lose these ones. I'll keep a close eye on them, make sure that doesn't happen. Intercepting them again. Was this a win or was this a loss? We lost a few planes. Okay, so we lost a battleship. We lost a cruiser. A few more cruisers. Ooh, I don't know. Those cruisers and destroyer losses are making me very anxious. Yeah, we've not got a lot of ships left. Luckily, we are bombing them quite heavily, so that might be useful. Every pocket we can make like this is going to make a lot of difference, because remember, we don't have a lot of firepower. So it's a good idea to make use of every little bit of firepower that we've got by forting up. So I'm trying to make the most of my Air Force as well. The Austrians seem to be losing a lot of ships, and they're losing them from a distance too. It might be our Air Force hitting them from far away. I really do hope so. Anywho, so we've got these troops here. We're going to put you guys here and here. In fact, everyone just move over. If everyone gets into combat here, we should be able to push them back because the firepower will be too strong. And that's it, yeah. So they can't pierce our tanks. Actually, mostly they can't. 1 of 7. So there are some divisions there that can pierce. We seem to be engaging as many as we can. 160 combat width with big 40 width divisions. It's a very difficult place for them to fight. Even though it is mountains, though, surprisingly. And we are closing the division now. Closing the pocket with as many divisions as possible, which is a good idea. Because it gives us bonus XP. And we're almost close to getting infantry leader. That extra 15% attack is going to be very important for us, so we need to take care of that. Yet again, once again, here I'm very concerned by the forts. So I'm going to make doubly sure that we build them as high as we can possibly bring them. The forts aren't going to make a big difference because they can chew through those forts pretty quickly if they've got enough troops to fight me back. And because they could just chew through the forts, they won't be able to hold very long anyway. This is a very tricky fight for them to win. I want to send support here, but I'd prefer to close the pocket with all my main troops, my infantry. Because if they close the pocket, they're the ones that gets the bonus XP. I want you guys to wrap around the back. Good, engaging me. A little bit of fighting happening in here. We lost a few aircraft. More aircraft, more aircraft. The aircraft losses are dispensable anyway, and we've took out more of their navy. But they've only got 4 ships. That's the 4 that we can see. It says 10 there. Okay. I would imagine it's more than 4 then. Alright, we're going to engage from multiple angles now. That should be enough firepower. And you guys in the center go here. That's perfect. Everyone's in combat now, and that pocket is gone. How much XP did we gain from that? Oh, we got infantry expert at long last. How long did that guy wait for infantry expert? That was such a long time, wasn't it? Oh, they've launched an attack. It doesn't look like they're being too effective, though. Make sure we get on the repairs, though. On top of those at all times. Gonna make a few more mills here. Not really need the mills too badly, but I'll put them at the bottom of the focus tree. So if we are under attack in all areas that the you can see here, we're not producing these on the top. It's because these are currently in combat. You can't construct in combat. Okay, so what we're going to do is select you guys now. The plan is to do simply this. We are going to cut across to here. How's air control going right now? Pretty good. Naval control. How many ships they got now? 9 it says. Right now we don't need to be fighting in the Balkan areas, so it's a good job that our aircraft are in a good spot. Currently have an air wing that is currently not being used. There we go. They're all now in combat. Good. So that's a capital ship that's really smattered, brattered and broken. We are going to do port strike as well. People ask me quite often, like, do you do port strike at sea or on land? I think both. And I think one or the other. I actually have no idea. I have no idea. Port strike is something I do very rarely. So in my honest opinion, I think it's a little bit weak. We are striking their aircraft from the air, which is good. We need extensive conscription so badly right now. I grab you guys, go here. And we are going to build up these forts one extra layer higher. I have a feeling that area is the most flimsy. And they're still pounding this area quite heavily. What's the penalty they're experiencing? The game's paused. This penalty they're experiencing is 30%. This guy, I really would have done with ambusher for this guy, but unfortunately we have to make do with what we've got here. We're going to go here, select you two, you're going to attack the north, you're my strongest dudes. And then you guys are going to continue to attack. There's a few guys that are going to go further south though. Social liberals again. Oh dear. We entering the point where social liberals have more control of paternal autocrats? 1% difference. My goodness. Adriatic Sea engaging a few subs and a few capital ships. Don't have a lot left. It's a difficult one now. I'm going to have to just attack directly. We're moving out of the air zone too. Struggling to attack in these circumstances, which is not a surprise really, because we don't have a lot of air control, naval control or air control, because it's all on the sea zones. Alright, we need those cavalry. Go here and here. And then another one go here and here. I want to try and broaden out the attack as much as possible, because that way we can concentrate lots of firepower in different areas. Is this maxed out with engines? No, it is now though. Oh no, it's not. Got the K3. Having a little bit of trouble with steel, so I'd sort that out now. Get that from Russia. You guys yet again are almost so rubbing against my front lines again. Destroying the forts. Okay, that's awesome. We managed to make a little encircle, which is nice to see. I also want to keep pushing into them. Don't give them an opportunity to regroup. We do have a gap in the front here. I want to make sure... Oh, they can retreat through here, right? Oh, if I grab this one, is that this city completely surrounded? No, it's not. But luckily we've gained some ground, so it's definitely worth... Problem now is that we're making our front line longer and longer, and when we do that, put ourselves in a bit of a nasty spot. It means that we lengthen our front line and our divisions are more thinly spread out. So maybe we could just adjust this a little bit, because you think about this tile is also being held by this general, this guy. I don't really need to lengthen this anymore. I like how high the forts are getting here. It makes me feel very safe on that front line. Plus we've got air control here with bombing them, which is also good. And right now, do we really need to worry about the navy? I think if we grab Valencia, it's pretty much over then, isn't it? Do they have a navy? I actually forgot about the Italian navy. They might have had a few ships. I just didn't really pay much attention. Huh. We've got 2 destroyers and a bunch of subs. Well, we definitely have control of the seas now anyway. Okay, can we get you guys here? Ideally, I'd like to do that. Another ace pilot. They're launching attack here. This area now is 100% secure. I say 100%. Famous last words. Like some of the divisions from Yemen haven't made their way across. Not only are they really bad at fighting, but also they're really bad at moving forward to the front line. Music is exceptionally loud. Why are some music in Hoi 4 louder than others, eh? Why is that? The bane of every YouTuber. A little bit of a struggle pushing forward in these mountain terrains. Definitely with lack of air force, that's definitely going to cause problems. But definitely the amount of firepower that we have right now, we quite comfortably shove them back. I'm going to keep an eye on that front line. I don't want to move my eyes away and realize I've forgotten. So we're going to go for extensive conscription, and we are now going to also go for armor effort so we can get those heavier tanks. Okay, great. Are we all in position now? I think so. I'm going to go for staff office plan. That's good. I like that. Let's do that. Everyone's in position. We will micro this a little bit better when we do fight, but for now we're just going to use the planning that the AI gives us. Ooh, we lost so many planes there. It doesn't look like they're wanting to engage. I think what we'll do now is just put them back here. Take off port strike and hopefully hold them back for a little while. I'd ideally like to push into you too. There's an opportunity to move forward. I'll definitely take it. Interesting how it feels like I can't take out their navy completely. They're always like dodging away from us. Usually the problem with capital ships, they have a lot of attack values. So they have a lot of movement speed and they can just run away from combat quite easy. And right now it looks like we're actually going to get these convoys, but I don't think so. This is going to be the very fast, very final battle, guys. Now we have full control of their sea. Yes. Fort minus 15%. Still working on those forts, boys. Might as well build those ones up too. And let's prioritize about those ones in the east, to be honest with you. There we go. Perfect. Zagreb. Was that owned by us? I can't even remember. No, I don't think it was, actually. Very nervous now, because the more we push further westward, the more worries that I have that they're going to make a push in the center. So I'm going to try a risky move where I keep my air force here just to hold our infantry line, but I'm going to push westward with just the infantry by itself. I can't believe you are struggling here. What's going on? Okay, these guys are almost ready. We don't need them desperately yet. They're very, very furious with their attacks, though. Just keep going and going, don't they? 9 ships. Ooh, how many divisions now? We've got 281. I'm not sure if that was higher or lower than before. Very difficult to push these. I think I'm probably going to be better off helping the guys push in their rear. Still not really making enough push to actually be worth the engagement. We're going to push into marsh here, or mountains. Well, marsh is definitely easy to push into the mountains, that's for certain. And this is a bit of a concern too. Are you just going to move through the center and split us in half here? That's very upsetting. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I'm going to move you guys over. Launching an attack, are you? You seem to launch their attack across the whole front line too. Not usually the best idea if one part of the front line is stronger than another. Are you going to break here? It looks like you are. Or when they're broken here too. Oh, well, that's kind of good and bad news, I suppose. At least it knows that where we can hold and where we can't. There's always that moment where you're getting tacked into that if you get really lucky and you can't reinforce, well, in this case, unlucky, are you going to be in a situation where can't reinforce and you end up falling back? We'll just shimmy across the river here. You know what, actually, now I think about it, I think we'll just go across all here. As seen as that is all relatively easy terrain and it's behind a big thick river, I really like that a lot. Oh, what do you know? You guys are going to attack these guys here too? Yeah, why not, eh? Why not? We can rush artillery. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do right this moment. I guess more construction, I assume. But they're panicking a little bit. Sabotage attack by the Syndicalists. I'm not sure what triggers this, but I think it's any time after 1938, before the political interests, and you have all these syndicalists fighting inside of your nation, causing terrorist attacks. You can only get rid of them fully until you rebuild your intelligence agency. That's my belief anyway. I could be a little bit wrong about that one. Oh, look, it looks like we're actually making a relatively decent puncture in the center of the nation here. Oh, is that our battleship seems to be taking a beating as well? Oh, that's not good. Have we lost all the destroyers? Maybe. Let's break them off again. They're subs. Can't do that while they're in combat. At this point, we can also add on an armored division. Add on the reconnaissance, which gives us extra speed. Might as well grab those towers that are unoccupied. Why not? These looks like they're all militia. Russian Empire militia. The Russians, eh? They're also supplying us, but they're also giving troops to the enemy. So, try and understand, when you play this out, more than likely you'll get an easier ride than me. I am getting the most difficult situation in this system. Because if you think about it, if it's a divided Austrian Empire, when it's in different segments and different autonomies and independent nations, you can pick them off individually. As I would be able to take out Illyria, but in this scenario, I wasn't able to take out Illyria because they were not an independent nation. Here, here, and here. Go here. So it looks like those little gains we made in Valencia have now been lost. I think we might have to try and take those subs out once again. It looks like the destroyers have disappeared. I don't know where all their troops have disappeared to here, but I'm definitely going to take advantage of they've moved all their troops out of the way. We're going to try and just make a big push through the center. I like the idea of that. Budapest. They seem to be defending that. Oh, there's no troops on this front line. It's very, very tempting to move this front line, but I'm definitely not going to do that. That would be really silly. Because that's going to end up in a situation where we're not defending our forts, we don't have entrenchment, and they can easily counterattack and make our life an absolute nightmare. I would not recommend that. So what we're going to do now is switch out to a different tech. It doesn't matter which one it is. And then switch all the way back to heavy tank. And that way we can get heavy tank 44, hopefully earlier than we would. Oh my goodness, look at all these troops here. We're going to go aggressive too. We make some kind of push into the center. Does look like the AI is acting a little bit strangely right now. Not really sure what they're up to. Really would like to take Budapest. It's doesn't make any difference in the game, but it's kind of like iconic, isn't it? Like it's a major city because it was part of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. As I said to you guys, this is one of the tougher fights. In this scenario, I've got the worst possible thing with all the corps. United Austria with all like 400 divisions. Relatively unlimited manpower with all the corps. Not a lot I can do about that, really. Not sure why the AI has decided to put all of its divisions here. Maybe it's a panic reaction, the fact that the Syndicalists are pushing into them. I'm really not certain. And I've never seen a World Creek like this before, where like it's a complete stalemate. That's really weird. Okay, I think what we'll do, as soon as they just don't care about their front line, I think we're going to put everyone on this front line and then make a push. This front line right now has seen no action in quite a while. Extra factories, eh? What do we put them? I think close air support for now. We've got quite a decent amount of manpower. Oh, we've had the extra 100 divisions on there, haven't we? Yeah, I think we could probably add an extra 20. We're struggling with guns. That's okay, because as long as we provide the main reinforcements to the front line, that'll be totally good. Here. And we have taken their capital. How far away from capitulation are they? About halfway. 47. How much will it make a difference if we take their capital? Capital makes how much difference? 8 splits it in again, so another half, another 70%. Pretty much a game of taking the majority of their country, though, which is a little bit depressing, but it is what it is. We'll do something like that. Do a staff office plan. Give everyone loads and loads of... We're getting a lot of factories here because we're conquering off the enemy. Yet again, the AI is completely messed up here. What have I done to trigger this? I have no idea. I really don't know. But right now the AI is in complete chaos because they've been literally split in half. I think, though... Oh, this is the naval battle that's been going on for like years now. This is the problem when capital ships and submarines meet. The capital ships have the speed to avoid the submarines, and the submarines have the power to take down the capital ships, but they can never chase them. And if you get equal speed between the capital ships and the sub, it ends in this never-ending battle that just never ends, which is pretty depressing. What do we do here, guys? Do we choose to turn around and then try to push into these guys? I think that might be a good idea. 15th anniversary of the Sultan's crowning. Nice. Right now we can get a better tank. Why not? Gonna have tons of reliability. No more armor now. Perfect. The Arslan K1. It looks a little bit like a Tiger tank. Just a little bit. Maybe I imagine it. Who knows? But it looks a little bit like a Tiger. Oh, is Germany in this war? Oh, okay. They seem to have taken this tile from me. Seem to be moving very slowly. I think it's the snow. Blizzard movement speed minus 25%. Oh, that explains it. Peace deal between the Kingdom of Ukraine and the Commune of France. Russia has joined the Reich's Pact. We have got a game where the Reich Pact is incredibly strong. We have an American alliance. It's probably one of the strongest Reich Pacts I've seen in quite a while. Once again, the AI is acting a little bit odd. I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay, I think we're going to have to disable those front lines there. Select all of you. Get rid of the U. Put you on this front line. That's 16 divisions. That should be enough to hold. That's probably a little bit too many, actually. Let me just grab you. Take you off. 4 divisions. Go here. In this case, I think we're probably going to be better off fortifying this front. Pushing into you. What is this? This is the Kingdom of Ukraine inside of Germany. Interesting. It looks like the Ukrainians have declared war on Germany and they're in war against the Russians now as well. Oh boy. Interesting counterattack the Austrians have made now. It's like the AI has suddenly just woken up. I think I've noticed this quite a few times, like the AI goes to sleep when, and then all of a sudden it wakes up when you like make a big gain against them. I don't know, it seems to be a thing. Alright, that's you guys here. Go, go, go. I realize these guys are not naval striking. Just dawned on me. That might be explained why this battle never ended. Maybe if I do this now, they might reactivate the battle, maybe? As far as I'm aware, naval striking against subs is not actually that effective. Nope. The Russian Empire and the Socialist Republic of Georgia have gone to war. We're getting very big borders against Russia now. Aim you guys be a bit more balanced. Oh, they're getting access. That's interesting. Okay. With the amount of snow that's coming down right now, it's making advancing a little bit trickier. And with a classic Hoi 4 tradition, at this point of the game is partially unplayable due to the fact the game's lagging so hard. Hopefully one day I'll get a better CPU and it might make a slight amount of difference, just a small amount. Alright, we have political power now, and we have some cool options such as armor attack. I think artillery attack's probably going to be a little bit better. If you had done a little bit better at microing your political power, you might have better advisors than me right now. My advisors are trash. But this is one of the problems with the Ottomans. You do struggle with political power. One of your biggest enemies. This battle still is going on. Perpetual battle that will never end. Oh, and yet again the AI is doing its thing where it moves all its troops from the front line again. I think I'm going to go aggressive and just grab some free land. Almost like the AI knows this video is going on a little bit too long now. It's like, you know what? I think I'll make the video a little bit shorter for you, Dave. Well, thank you so much, AI. Thank you so much. I think what we'll do is move you guys around. Rid of you. And move you guys here. Perfect. Are there any other major cities I can jump for? Maybe. And I'd like to grab half of you and push for Prague. And Prague should be the nail in the coffin. I can't see any reason why they would survive this for any longer. Go back to balance. I want you guys to hold position. A massive chunk took it out of the center. With Budapest and Vienna fallen, can't really see how they'll be able to hold out for any longer. We're walking into Prague. Is that going to be it? Is that the nail in the coffin? 80%? 95% now. Wow. Wow. I always think it's a very interesting thing to happen here when they're moving across land and retreating into German territory. Seems like they're perpetually ping-ponging back and forth here. I've got assault rifles now. This is pretty good because it makes my infantry all around quite well-rounded now. Assault rifles give quite a lot of extra attack, which is pretty good. Oh, they seem to be choosing to attack us here. Any of this core? Is this a core? Yeah, that's a core too. How many victory points is this? 10! Wow! That's a little bit higher than I thought it was going to be. Oh my goodness, look at all the divisions stacking here. Okay, the AI is completely messed up. What is this? What is this? This is some kind of bug. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. These are a lot of divisions that have like wedged against the Sudeten back wall. And this naval combat never ends. Okay. When will it ever end, guys? When will it end? Okay, guys, you guys like to ask about the casualties? So here's the casualties. 98%! 1.5 million losses. And we have lost 118,000. Look like we're going to get Lwów, guys. I don't think Lwów is going to happen anytime soon. Right now they're shuffling around to land here, which is a slightly inconvenient. Come on, guys. A little bit more organization here, please. A little bit more organization. Right, get rid of that. Nope, wrong one. And get on line again. It's really, I've never seen anything like this before, where like all the troops aren't dying, they're just like getting pushed into the German front line. I've never like seen anything like this before. And then yet again, they're just getting pushed back over and over again. Slightly annoying the fact that we've almost killed them and they just keep literally just slowly creeping back with this weird tactic they're using. Oh, looks like we're going to have to deploy these divisions a little bit early. Give them to our defensive general. Best one we've got is a 2 skill. Not very good, but it is what it is. Once again, retreating into German territory. Alright. Again, this front line's getting a big bulge in it again, once again. Due to the fact that they're retreating from German territory. This is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Okay. And then we'll let them recapture. Hang on a second. Am I at war with Germany here? No. This is the most bizarre thing. I'm actually attacking German territory here. No, I'm not. Is it? I don't even know what's happening. They can't... This is not working as designed, right? Come on. This is not working as designed. They're pulling it back. Don't do this to me, game. Right now, okay, so what's just happened here is this territory has been given to Austria now. And they're literally fighting my troops in their territory, even though we've just occupied them. What? What? This is the biggest bug I've ever seen in Hoy Kaiserreich anything. Alright, boys, just right-click on Lwów, okay? I think if we take them with 10 victory points, it should end it. Then again, 93% again. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It doesn't look like they've got the ability to move into our area, though, if it's German-controlled, though. Seems to be a lot of Russian troops here. Interesting. Usually at this point, I've been thinking to myself, oh, wow, there's opportunity for encirclements. I don't even know how you make an encirclement in this scenario. We have Russian troops inside of Austria again. Now, this is, quite frankly, the weirdest bug that I've probably seen in a very long time. Oh, Krakow. Is that part of his empire too? It is. It's got 5 victory points, though. Oh, thank goodness. Wow. Nice. Probably one of the weirdest bugs I have ever freaking seen. That is so weird. Anyway, who's in this? Brunier, Britain, Commune of France. Okay, I'm almost certain that now we've separated them from the coast, they're not going to be able to grab land, and I'm totally wrong. I'm literally 100% wrong. Okay, that clearly is vanilla. That's not in the Kaiserreich. There we go, I've learned something new. Kind of curious to see what they do here. They're just kind of like adding all that land here. Oh, and literally they've given us... Okay. You know what? Who's taking this? Who is this? This is France, right? Commune of France. You know what, France? You made this bed. You're going to lie in it. You can have Austria, you know? You deserve it. Austria is yours. Thanks for flinging across the map. What's this? What is this? Did I not select that? Oh my goodness, really. Anyway, this is pretty much it, boys. How beautiful is this? It's glorious, isn't it? The Ottoman Empire. Absolutely glorious. Yep. If you've described this